what's going on everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got another Fallout discussion video to do with you guys, and it's the reason I've actually been inspired to kind of make this video is because I've been seeing a lot of videos recently on YouTube that's talking about that, saying that Fallout 5 is officially being confirmed, or Fallout 5 is coming out in 2021. And I do expect this to be the first video, or one of the first videos I actually release in 2021. Right now, I'm actually releasing it on pretty much the last day of 2020. So hopefully, again, we can have a better year. It'd be very nice if we did. But I just kind of, wanted to make this video to say that, well, no, Fallout 5 hasn't been confirmed at all. And they're pretty much all, fake. Like, we don't know a release date. We don't know when it's coming out, and I can pretty much say that it is most likely not going to be coming out in 2021. But what I can say is, I actually believe Fallout 5 might be getting released closer, than expected, to what some people think. The reason I'm actually kind of, saying this is just based on the fact of the recent acquisition of Microsoft to Bethesda. Now, a lot of people do know at this point that Bethesda was actually bought by Microsoft for, a lot of money, like absolutely insane type of money right there. And the reason a lot of people are very excited about this is because kind of the roadmap that we've seen for Bethesda right now is a lot of people expect that Starfield will potentially be released maybe late 2021, early 2022. I think the Elder Scrolls, 6 will most likely be getting released, like, I'd say late 2022 to somewhat early 2024. Like, it's going to be in that, kind of margin. It could be released 2023 for all we know. And then I think after those two games come out, I think we could see a sequel to Starfield, if the game is successful, which would most likely mean that that game would come out somewhat between, I think, 2025 to 2027 is when I'd probably say that game is going to come out. I would assume the latest would be 2027, as usually Bethesda has like a 3 to 4 year kind of gap between every game. So again, Fallout 76 2018, Starfield would probably be late 2021. Again, it kind of would go like that, I would assume. So where does this leave Fallout 5? Well, some people have speculated that Fallout 5 will be the game that releases like 2028 to 2030, which means that game could literally be like 10 years away from the time of making this video. But the way I see it, with the recent acquisition from Microsoft, I definitely feel like we are going to potentially see that game a lot sooner. Because Bethesda have been known to have smaller type of staff working on games. For example, on Fallout 4, I believe they only had like 100 staff members. They gradually keep getting bigger and bigger to the point where now Microsoft that has acquired them, I could definitely see, a lot more staff working on potential games, but also multiple different studios, which we've seen them test out with Fallout 76. Obviously, with Fallout 76, they had, I believe, a smaller studio, which I think was in Texas, kind of work on the game, while some of the game modes, such as Nuclear Winter, was actually worked on by other studios here and there as well. So a way where I kind of see this is, I think Starfield will most likely be getting worked on by the main Bethesda studio. Same with the Elder Scrolls 6, we know they've been working on them for quite a bit now. But that doesn't mean another Fallout project might definitely be in the works, kind of by maybe a different studio or whatever that's going to be. Whether that's going to be Fallout 5, or even what I think will definitely potentially be coming soon is a Fallout 3 remastered. Because, Microsoft have definitely, they've bought Bethesda. They're not just going to be leaving their biggest, kind of RPG title, Fallout, literally down the bottom and not getting any attention at all. I mean, imagine them going 10 years without releasing a new game to it. What would have been the point? So, where I kind of see this is with Microsoft buying Bethesda, I definitely feel like they're going to get a side studio to kind of work on a Fallout 3 remastered, and obviously I think that might take a little bit more time than what some people think it will, but I could definitely potentially see it happening. That's what I think will most likely be happening. But when it does come to Fallout 5, I also do believe there is some, suggestions to say that that game might be coming, I'd say sooner than later, because look, Bethesda have been known to have like done that 3 to 4 year difference between games. I believe that could actually be getting shifted to maybe a 2 to 3 year difference now, with a lot more staff and more studios, etc., kind of working under, with Bethesda now, since the Microsoft acquisition, I can't see why that games wouldn't be produced at a faster rate, especially if they did have more staff, etc. And also, the games that get worked on the side by different studios that a couple of the main Bethesda studios don't necessarily have to be, worrying about now. For example, a Fallout 3 remastered, or a Fallout 4 remastered for the PS5 or whatever, etc. Stuff like that I can definitely expect to be getting worked on the side by obviously different studios, which may mean, as well, that the main studio in Bethesda has more time to work on their main RPGs, such as Fallout 5. And again, with the addition to that, more staff, I definitely think will also kind of help with the production of a potential Fallout 5. Now, obviously, I'm extremely interested to see where they go about this, what's next for Bethesda. They've had a couple of rough years. I think that Starfield definitely needs to be a hit, or, yeah, I think that it will definitely be a missed opportunity. But I do feel like that Starfield will most likely be a end of the year 2021 release. If it wasn't, I'd be pretty disappointed. But also, I'd be happy to see that Bethesda would be taking their time on their games. I just feel like after all these years of waiting, you'd think that 2021 would, of course, be the year that, Bethesda do, of course, release a Starfield game. So I think this would all be very interesting. I feel like Fallout 5 could be sooner than later. That's not to say it's going to be coming out in 2021. I think that it will definitely, earliest we'll see it would be like a 2025, 2026 or something like that. But that's obviously not to mention the side projects like a Fallout 3 remastered or more DLC for Fallout 76. Of course, I definitely feel like that will be coming, hopefully, very, very soon. But of course, I'd very much like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this down below. Do you guys think Fallout 5 will be coming very shortly? Do you guys think it's going to be, taking a long time for it to potentially come out? Of course, I'd very much like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this down below. Would you guys like to see a Fallout 3 remastered or a New Vegas remastered or more DLC to Fallout 76? Again, I'd definitely really like to know all of your thoughts and opinions on this down below. But of course, don't forget to subscribe to my sports channel, MIRO/Vlogging channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. But yeah, again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Upside down.